EMR, the UK's largest vehicle recycling company, has begun recycling electric vehicle batteries at this facility in Birmingham.
We can't recycle electric vehicles in the way we do conventional vehicles. We have to take the batteries out and recover the materials from them separately, A, for safety reasons, and B, because those are valuable resources. And that's why we're developing the capability here to get ready for the rapidly increasing volume that we'll see over the next 5 or 6 years.
There are almost 2.5 million electric and hybrid vehicles on the UK's roads already, and the mandate for all cars to be zero emission is fast approaching. Many people believe when all those vehicles reach end of life, the batteries will be an environmental disaster. But that's not true.
The batteries are highly recyclable, 95% plus recyclable and recoverable with the materials within. And that's where effectively the worries around cobalt and nickel and the supply chain sort of CO2 within it can be softened quite dramatically by creating sort of closed loop capabilities within the UK.
This recycling facility is part of a project facilitated by the Advanced Propulsion Centre that brought together a consortium of companies with the aim of keeping as much of the value of end-of-life batteries inside the UK as possible.
So the automotive industry needs a supply of critical materials to build batteries for the cars. At the moment, we import those and then export them at end of life. So RECOVAS creates that circular supply chain in the UK to retain those critical materials.
End-of-life electric vehicle batteries aren't just valuable for the critical minerals inside them. They can be repaired and reused.
Here in Birmingham, we take in end-of-life battery packs from cars and other sources like stationary storage. We test them to see if they're suitable for reuse as whole packs. If they are, then we will send them off to one of our reuse partners. Otherwise, we will discharge them and then we will dismantle them to remove the modules. We will then test the modules. If they're suitable for reuse, we'll pass them to another partner, but otherwise we will send them for recycling to one of our shredding partners.
When an electric vehicle battery stops holding enough charge, it's usually because just one module or even one cell has failed. Project RECOVAS member Autocraft test the batteries to identify failed cells and replace them to give them a new lease of life.
We actually strip down fully working batteries and remanufactured batteries, so we're reusing these components, really making sure that this material doesn't go to landfill, doesn't get chucked away, it doesn't have to go to premature recycling. We can actually just keep this material in the market for as long as possible before we get to the recycling stage.
Many electric vehicle batteries actually get a second life as static storage solutions.
When EV batteries come out the car, they'll often have 70% capacity left, which is obviously quite a big number. We can then use those in stationary storage, support the grid, so we're supporting EV chargers, solar panels, wind turbines, doing all of the net zero transition piece. We can extend the life of that for about 7 more years.
So electric vehicle batteries should only get shredded and recycled after they've already been repaired and reused. And when they do get recycled, they will provide the critical minerals to make new EV batteries here in the UK. Eventually, this will create a closed-loop circular economy that will help protect the UK and the environment from additional mining and high-risk international supply chains.
Projects like RECOVAS have been fantastic in terms of spearheading that ecosystem collaboration around making sort of circularity a reality. And with JLR opening up new production plants and our engineering facilities across the UK in our sort of electrification ambition, RECOVAS is an absolute cornerstone to turning that sort of circularity into a reality that we can all benefit from.
To find out more about Project RECOVAS and the work of the Advanced Propulsion Centre in accelerating the UK's progress towards zero emission transport, visit apcuk.co.uk.